Salutations, I'm Lotus77, and today we've got a really fun Amara build for you guys. I don't play Amara very often. I like to make builds for her that are a lot more melee oriented. I like to do melee kind of stuff, as I do with the true melee build. But I don't typically make gun builds with her, so that's what we're doing today. It was, there was a person, let me pull up the comment, but there was somebody requesting that I do an Amara build to help them out, help them understand or use Amara a little better. I think I should be able to find it if I look through this list here. But while I'm looking, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be using an item called the Blind Sage. This item is a lot of fun. I have personally enjoyed it a lot. So how I've heard a lot of people dog on this weapon just simply because it's not as good as its alternatives, and its alternatives being stuff like the Reflux or the Brainstormer or items like that, because that's really what you're using this item for. You're using it for ad clearing damage, because how it works is on impact it applies a effect called Echo, and while Echo is active, if you kill the enemy with something that is not that's if you kill the enemy with the shotgun, then it will shoot out a secondary projectile to kill something else. So it does have really good usability in the sense of ad clearing, being able to kill multiple enemies with one or two shots. It is a lot of fun. I personally enjoy it. It's not the best for bossing, so we'll see how that goes. That's gonna be the most difficult part of this, is bossing. Let's see here. I'm still looking for the comment. This is a long list of notifications, and it's kind of getting on my nerves. Let's see here. It would be nice if I remembered where it was posted, because then I could just, like, pull that up. It'd be so much faster than looking through my notifications tab. But I don't remember where it's located, so I have to look through my notifications tab. Actually, wait. It may have been on, hold up, we're gonna do this, we're gonna move this over here. It may have been on my actual melee Amara video. Let's not play that. Thank God. Okay, let's see here. Is it here? Yes, a no season pass to Amara. There we go. It's from Biggie1GP over in the comment section. So we will be this build is a non-season pass 2 build. There is nothing in Purple Tree at all. We will not be using Purple Tree. And if you look at the items here, nothing from here is from past DLC 3. I think this is DLC 3. It's nothing in Season Pass 2. We're rocking a driver, although you can use any of the comms on the right. Well, not these. Well, maybe this. So you could use the Golden Rule as a substitute for the driver. And if you haven't noticed, I'm not rocking 3 in mindfulness on my driver and on my driver that I'm rocking here, or the Golden Rule here. So damage reduction is really good with this setup, just simply because I'm rocking the Plus Ultra. This is very much a survivability spec, so that you could relatively use anything on here and you just won't die. So having 5 in that skill is really nice, because that's the damage reduction skill, Helping Hands. Yep. So at 10 points, 57%, and then we have damage reduction on action skill end here. Although the phase slam damage reduction would be better. I'm running this anointment so that if I want to, I can run TTB, I can run the phase cast. It really just depends on how I want to rock it. And then we have some splash damage reduction here in Arm Steel. We have some elemental damage reduction from One with Nature. Now, there's also a list of shields that you can use here. So this looks super stupid, but you can use the multivitamin. Now, we're rocking the Plus Ultra because it gives you a whole lot of max HP. And the multivitamin, this also gives you max HP. It doesn't double it and then some, but it gives you enough to be survivable. We also have this shield here, the Asclepius. I don't know how to pronounce this thing. In which this thing's also pretty good because it gives you 50% resistance to status effects. And it gives you health regen. That health regen number is wrong. It's actually 9% per second, not 3%. And then the Rough Rider here is also another good option. I don't have a good Rough Rider. I guess this works. It's good enough. Adrenaline and Fleet with... I don't remember if it's locked parts or not, but that's besides the points. We have a whole lot of damage reduction. We have HP increase while running a Rough Rider. The only problem with the Rough Rider is it removes your shield break immunity. So when your shield breaks, you have like a split second of immunity from the next attack. We also have a stopgap on here, which gives you invulnerability, but I'm not going to be rocking it just simply because of how cheesy and broken that is. If you really want to abuse it, you can use the action skill and overcharge, or action skill start overcharge shields. But I have damage reduction on here. If I actually do want to use it, I will be using damage reduction instead of abusing the shield itself. And yeah, I should probably show off the skill tree here. So personal space, arms deal for splash damage, survivability specs. So we're going Guardian Angel. We also need health regen, so health regen from Samsara. Max health from Root to Rise, although it's more important to grab the personal space. So for the extra damage with this specific setup, nothing in purple. Then we go down to Awakening, but we don't grab Avatar. And the reason why we don't grab Avatar is because we have a boatload of cooldown already. We don't need Avatar. So an Avatar consumes rush stacks, so it's not actually that useful. Yeah, so I mean, like, if the action skill kills an enemy, you get your rush stacks back, but yeah. Do Harm and Violent Tapestry are always nice to have 1 point in. Even though we are mostly wanting that reload speed, that 1 point in those skills is actually really good. So Do Harm is going to hit wow. Do Harm is going to help you a lot when it comes to your TTB damage if you're going to rock TTB. And then Violent Tapestry is really good for your stats effect stuff. So if you want to pair it with something, you pair it with like Anima, where you're getting that double duration, increased damage, increased action skill, status effect damage. And then we have a generic red tree spec. We don't get Forceful Expression, but I prefer having Guardian Angel and Awakening over having Forceful Expression. And honestly, all the capstones here, none of them are useful. I mean, Blitz is just completely worthless. It can't even do its actual job. Forceful Expression, it would be the most useful out of the three, but it's still not worth taking points out of Awakening to get down there. If I were to take points out of anywhere, it'd be either Awakening or Guardian Angel, in which it's not worth taking points out of either of those skills. I guess you could take the 2 points out of Vigor and move them over here, or take 2 points out of Mindfulness and keep them in Vigor and move them over here somewhere. Probably put them in Catharsis or Conflux. Or you can put one in Deep Well and Conflux, and then you still wouldn't have enough to get Forceful Expression. You need to move 1 more point, so you'd have to get rid of either Guardian Angel or take 1 point out of Awakening, be at 20%. So then you'd be able to have Forceful Expression, which either way, I don't like either of those things, because this skill is really good for your rush stacks, which is a lot of what you're doing for a lot of side bonuses. So Alacrity words. This skill name is whack. So this skill's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of our reload speed. We have a lot of reload speed in places, but it is really nice to have reload speed. Yeah, fast hands and Alacrity. Crit damage. This 27% crit is absolutely nuts. It's not the best anymore. It used to be when the game first came out. This was the best crit skill in the game. I'm not spec Remnant just to show off the shotgun, but Remnant is one of the most powerful skills in the game. So if you would want to remove a point somewhere, you could remove a point from I think Wildfire, because I think this is 5, 10. Then you get down to here, so you'd have to go down Wildfire, but you could do 4 Wildfire, actually 3 Wildfire, 1 here, then 3 here, 1 here. Okay, so you take 1 point out of Wildfire, and you'd still be able to make it down here to sustain Wind and Conflux, and that way you'd be able to put that 1 point in Remnant. But yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Now, Remnant would pair really well with this just simply because you're chaining a whole bunch of shots together, so having Remnant to chain even more shots would be really cool. I need to proc this to get the driver proc and heal him. You see how much health I have? That's why I'm running the Limit Burst. And then Guardian Angel. And see, it's like there's no threat when playing this. There's nothing that can really truly kill you here, because you can survive just because of all that damage reduction. You can survive as long as you need to be able to get a shot off. It's very difficult for an enemy to kill you unless you hit yourself with a shot. Especially if you're constantly proccing your action skill and you're constantly chucking your grenade to get rid of those status effect damage. Because I'm rocking a P-nade. Actually, did I showcase that? I probably did, but there you go. Alright, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. Alright, let's see. Okay. That just happened. Alright, and we also have a sellout on here so that we can get increased movement speed whenever we want as well. Now, I'm rocking a Snowdrift, but if you are looking for more damage, like for like bossing damage, or you just need more damage, then you can run. I also have a Toboggan on here if you want. If you have second season pass, you can rock a Toboggan and it would work. But a thing that I'd like to do with this setup is to rock an EP. I don't have one yet, but an EP would be amazing for this. An Elemental Projector is what that stands for those that don't know. But yeah, an Elemental Projector would work really well here. And okay, so the projectile that this gun shoots, it's a shotgun, so it actually shoots multiple projectiles, despite it looking like one projectile. So when you shoot, it's almost guaranteed to get that ricochet effect off, giving that echo effect to a lot of other enemies, which is what caused the Kraken kill. Okay. Whatever the heck just happened there, I guess. And because I'm rocking a driver, I'm getting crazy gun damage from movement speed, and me walking around like this is not giving it that much damage. I should be shooting while I'm at the peak of the slide instead of waiting, but that's fine. It doesn't. It hasn't really affected the gameplay too much. Oh, that could have been really close. Okay. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Hi, Hilder. Get away from me. Pop. Oh. Now, another reason as to why I'm rocking Conflux, which, if you have Anima, most of the time people don't recommend rocking Conflux if you're running a driver. Driver, Anima, and Conflux don't typically go well together, just simply because you usually have that one element that you're mostly resistant to, and then the rest of them are not that resistant. I have to set up to where, because of Helping Hands, that large quantity in Helping Hands, I am resistant to just about everything. So I have the capability to rock this without death immediately. Look at that freaking ricochet damage killing a boss. It's beautiful. And then Echo killing the other boss. Because again, no Remnant. It basically creates a Remnant orb for you. As long as you're rocking the proper element that you want to deal damage with. Theoretically, I would want a Corrosive and Shock one. That way I wouldn't have to have Shock on the action skill ends. Oh. Yeah, Guardian Angel's not in time, but I'm still in range to kill an enemy. Yeah, the benefit of rocking the Snowdrift instead of an EP is I still can capitalize on that, where it's on the driver, there we go, on the driver bonuses, without actually having mindfulness stacks. Oops. Well, Guardian Angel. Also, if the dot damage kills him, the Echo effect does not apply the bonus. The bonus projectile. This build is so much fun. I love this setup. And you can rock other items with this. The only limitation here is really just rocking Shotgun and then rocking Corrosive and Shock. But even then, you can get away with not doing that and still have sufficient damage. It really just depends on what you want to use, though. One of the things that I heavily suggest newer build creators to use is using weapon-specific or company-specific passives on your items. So getting a shotgun passive is going to be way more significant than getting a weapon damage passive. And a couple reasons for that. The first one being you're going to get a higher damage number. So that's just strictly good. Having a higher damage number on your comm is going to be more damage, right? Well, not exactly in all cases. So how it works here is you want increase to your weapon-specific damage because it also is multiplicative to other skills. So instead of it being 44% of, well, 44% plus the 28% from some skill and then plus another 100-something from the driver, you're getting that 44% of that total number that's already been added up, which makes it so much better. And that also applies with the company specific damage types. So having 14% gun damage from your TD or damage increase comm is actually going to be a lot more damage than that 28% increase would be, depending on the character. So if you're rocking Moze, then that's not exactly true. But if you're rocking Zane or you're rocking Driver Amara, your V2 damage, which is that gun damage, is already through the roof. But your weapon type specific damage is not. So you can rock the weapon type specific damage or the company specific damage for it to be an even larger boost. That's one of the reasons why I say it's like there's a lot of passes in the game that people just write off, but are actually really good. That's why I say this game has the most build crafting opportunities out of all of the Borderlands games. It's not simply because it's easy. In a lot of cases, it is the easiest game. But it's also because there are just so many options that are unique that people just choose to not use, despite them being good. Whoops, I missed. The Golden Rule gives you extra damage reduction, and it has that damage reduction skill, so you take even less damage rocking the Golden Rule, but you're gonna deal less damage. So you're gonna take longer to get through the content, but it's also gonna be easier to survive. I have an idea. We're dealing with you. Let's just switch this, and let's see if that fixes it. Because I'm not dealing as much damage as I should to him. There we go. And then if I still... Okay, it's actually better to run Corrosive. As I learn on the spot in the middle of the run. It's better to run Corrosive, especially with the less damage to your shield there. As long as you have your action skill and stuff proc, like this... And there we go. I'm gonna let this play out because I wanna start the next song when I start the boss fight. God dang it. I wish I could aim. That would be one of the greatest things if I could aim. I would be the best Borderlands player in the world if I could aim. That's as simple as it is, folks. So you just need to be good at aiming and you're the best Borderlands player. Alright, now he's going to come down to the ground, yep. Alright, now I have better vantage points, so I can actually just slide and shoot. Bonk. And then we want to just do this. Hopefully that dotted, it did. Nope, I missed. Okay. There's bottom half dealt with. He just dotted to death. That works, I guess. He has the Blind Sage for you. It is an amazing shotgun. I love it on Amara. And I need to make some more Amara gun builds. It's actually been super fun rocking this item. I'm gonna have to do this more. Although I do have to find a weapon that's really good at dealing with bosses that's not something like a kick charger. As much as I slide and whatnot, the kick charger would be the best option. I just want to run something other than the kick charger for Amara bossing. Let me know in the comments what kind of items you think would be good for that are not on meta items. And give me some challenge runs to do. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and join the Discord for being able to for actual content. Yes, that is what you'll get out of Discord, is actual content. You'll get actual notifications, because I know YouTube notifications suck, and you'll be able to get access to some of my more premium builds, such as like the Mario Bros. Flak build. I will actually showcase skill trees and stuff in the Discord, while I have yet to do so on YouTube. But I do have a video on it if you want to go check that out. I don't show off the skill tree, but I do show off how strong it is. So you can join the Discord. There's no cost behind the Discord. It's just having a Discord account and then being able to hit an emoji to react for a verification button. It's not even, there's no bot, there's no nothing. It's literally a message that I send in the Discord, and then you just react to the message, and then that's verification enough for me to give you at least a basic member role. So join the Discord. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, and yeah, I hope you all have a good rest of your days.